Okay, what's up, y'all? It's Uneducated Yogi here with One Family Investing. It's been a while, but there's some nice stuff that I'm about to give out today, and I'm excited because it's about this option trading that I'm getting into, and there's some good stuff showing why, again, if you've been watching the latest videos I've been putting out, or the last couple of videos I've been putting out, why this is nice to know this for this. So as I am learning this, it's also helping me double down on how to get stocks that I'm buying and holding. Because remember, we want a safe account that we know is going to be growing to where we don't have to worry about it. Well, we worry about it in the sense of knowing, like, we got to, we'll check in every once in a while. And then the option trading, the swing trading that I'm doing now, it's a little bit more risky, but you get gains a bit faster. So we're gonna take a look at that and see how they complement each other or not, right? So if y'all watched my last video, I put in an option trade recently for Sofi, and it's this one right here. So again, if you don't have Robinhood, there's going to be a link in the description. If you sign up for Robinhood with the link in there, we both get a free stock. Um, you know, it's just nice. Go ahead and do it. And so this is a Robinhood account, but there's also other brokers to use. Robinhood it's like a beginner's user friendly, broker that people get into. So, but there's other, there's Charles Schwab. Again, this is in one of my other videos, one of the earlier ones that talks about the different brokers, like which one you should choose. It's in the title. I can't remember what the title is called, but take a, go through the videos, scroll down, and look at the different videos. And the one that talks about brokers or how to get into investing, the beginning stage, or something like that. Check it out. Okay, so we're gonna go over this option trade. So this is the Sofi. It was a call. That means I'm expecting Sofi to go up. And if I'm expecting Sofi to go up, I got to pick a date in which I want to do this contract. And again, this language that I'm saying, I'm just thinking about it right now. If you're just getting to this video and you're new, you don't know what I'm saying. You got to really watch some of the other videos I'm putting out. All of my videos are going to stack onto each other. And this is so crazy because I said this morning, like I should cash out, but I wanted to show y'all how I'm going to cash out. So this is the Sofi option. So when you get an option, it's called a contract. One contract is 100 shares. I bought this one I bought it on August 3rd. This laptop is gonna die. August 3rd, and today is September 23rd. And the expiration date for this contract is October 10th. The closer it gets to the expiration date, the less profit you'll get. So you want to put out the option expiration date, the further out, the better for you as far as like getting the full profitability that you can get. So, but it doesn't mean it has to be that way. My first one was like 30 day. Yeah, it was like a month out or something. And this one, yeah, about the same. So it doesn't need to be mad crazy. Okay, so anyways, we have this contract, and this is the gains that I have right now with it. All right, 199%, and that is about a $333 return. Okay, so I put this contract in on 9/3. And again, if you go look at the video, you can hear how I talked about it. You can hear why I picked it, all of that, all right? And today's return is -$10. And I want to say something to y'all right now, okay? We're about to get real. Because I care so much about you people that instead of cashing out when I was in the banyo, checking out my little device right here, I'm telling you, I'm sitting in the bathroom. Y'all know what I'm doing in there because I was sitting. And I'm like, hey, let me just check on this because I'm at work right now. I got this thing on. I'm outside. I'm sweating. I'm working in the garden, and I was like, let me check this out. And I checked it out, and it was 211% gain. Okay, so this right here said 211, and me being all nice and stuff because I want to show y'all. I said, let me not do this right now. I'm gonna wait until I get on the video, and then I'm gonna show them. And now you see what's happening, y'all. I'm losing all this percentage, and it's okay though, because I could wait a little bit longer, but I'm not gonna do that today. I'm gonna take the gains that I have right here. It's good not to be greedy. Again, if y'all don't know, the uneducated yogi part comes because your boy, he feels spiritual up in here. And with that being said, one of the spiritual traits is not to be greedy. Okay, it's like there's a book called the Bhagavad Gita that I read, and there's a verse in there that says a yogi is someone who doesn't eat too much, eat too little. He doesn't sleep too much, sleep too little. You know, like he doesn't want too much, you know, he's just nice in the middle. He sustains himself, and, you know, so he's not greedy. If more stuff comes, it's part of his karma, if you guys heard that word before. So whatever comes extra is part of the karma of mine, you know. But I'm not gonna be greedy here. I'm not gonna sit here and wait for 211, you know, because we're not gonna teach that here. I want y'all to know, like, when you feel like you got some gains, and I'm gonna show you what that means. Like 10% gain is big, okay? And hold on, I'm gonna actually just wait 1 second. I'm going to get the charger for this laptop doesn't die. And as I'm doing that, y'all can see some of this if you've watched any of my other videos, but these are the levels of Sofi since I got in. I got in here. This was the break-even point, and everything above this yellow line right here is gains. Okay, so this is where we are, and y'all can just watch this for a second. It's a 5-minute candle, and I'm gonna tell you around that time that I was talking about. It was around 11:30. If you look at the bottom of the screen, you'll see the times. Let me make sure my video is okay. Cool. Y'all can see the times where 11:30 is. Let's see, 9, 10, 11. Okay, well, I guess it was around 10 or so when I was about to do this, but then I decided to wait. So it was around $30 basically. It was around $30. And now it's around, you know, wherever it's at. If you look on the end there, 29.76. So we'll see if it goes closer to that. Y'all watch this for a little bit. I'm just gonna get the charger. It's right in this other room. Okay? So watch the green on the side here. Let's see if it goes up, down, while I take this little second. 29.75. Hopefully it goes up. Okay, it went down. Yep, it's going back up. Okay, so so basically what I would do here, by the way, is I would make new support and resistant lines. So I would definitely come in around this zone right here, just because if you see these touches, what we call these. So no, I don't remember actually. What is the hotkeys? I'm trying to learn all the hotkeys. Option T. So if I was just to come in real quick, okay, it's at 29.77. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm about to close this out. Okay, y'all, don't go nowhere. But y'all getting some fire here, okay? I'm telling you right now. This right. See, I don't know how to. I don't know what. Okay. It's like snap to like when I'm trying to actually go to the top of this, it was snapping somewhere else. So I gotta zoom in. But I'm gonna figure out how to take that off because yeah, that was just kind of annoying. But anyways, what we call touches is the wick. The wick is touching this line right here. So about here, I'll do Option T. Oh, it does it when I try to put a line in. Yeah, I don't. So it went down there. I don't know why. Okay. Okay. So it's because of when I'm trying to draw the line. So anyways, there's a touch here, and then if you look over here, there's a touch here. So I will go back in real quick, ideally, and figure out new support and resistance lines. But I'm not gonna do that now. I'm about to do this trade so I can get back to work. Again, I'm literally in between work, and I'm just do this with y'all real quick. Okay, so okay, there that is. So we're gonna go back over here, and we're gonna hope that it goes at least back to 29.77. Again, we're not gonna be greedy. I'm joking, y'all. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I bought this contract, okay? And now it says sell to close up here. I didn't do this on screen last time. That's why I want to do it on screen this time, by the way, because I felt bad because I executed it and it went through nicely. It was my first one, so I didn't know. So here we go. It says sell to close. So what we're gonna do is we're going to close this out. Sell to close, and the estimated credit, it says, right? So I paid $167, okay? I paid $167. And right now, this is worth $500. And that's where that 333 comes from, okay? So when I close this out, instead of me getting, so the market value of this contract, so I paid $167 for this contract. It is now worth $500, okay? So just think about this in your mind, right? So you have a contract in hand. Let's just say you wanted to buy this phone, but you weren't gonna keep the phone. You're gonna just buy it and then sell it, flip it, okay? So what you can do is you can go to somebody and say, hey man, I wanna grab this phone and I wanna buy it and I just wanna check it out and stuff to see if I want it. And let's say they go, okay, well, hey, take it for a couple weeks. If you like it, keep it. If you don't, give it back. So now they give you the phone, and the phone is on a contract because you have to have a middle person going like if it's trustworthy or not. So you put it on contract for trust. So you put it on contract, and now you own the contract. That means you own the phone. You don't own the phone completely yet until you say yes, but you have a contract to be able to own the phone, okay? And while you have that contract, that person can't sell it to anybody else. You have the contract for it, so they can't sell it to no one else. So that's kind of like this contract here. I have a contract. I say, hey, Sofi's going to do this. It was worth $167. They say, hey, I want to give you this for $167, but hey, go ahead, try it out, whatever, do whatever you want. Now it's on contract. Now I'm going to come back to him and say, you know what, I do want it for $167. Thank you. Now he's going to go, okay, cool. Here, boom. Here's the phone. And then I have this contract and I have the phone. Now what's cool is even without the phone, but just the contract is what's important here. Understand the contract. I don't have any Sofi shares. I don't have 100 Sofi shares to give to nobody. I can't give them 100 shares, but I can give them the ownership, the possibility to use the 100 shares as they please. Okay, on the contract. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell this contract because now I'm going, oh, that phone, it's worth more now. The phone is now worth more. So let me sell this contract to somebody else. So I'm gonna go to somebody and say, hey man, the value of this contract or this phone, right? It is, you know, hey, it's $500, man. You know, now he's gonna try to go down a little bit. Probably he'll say, hey, well, you know, let me get it for $475, $480, you know, whatever. But you're going from 167 to 450, 480, 500. And all you're doing is just giving the person the contract. Because for them, they're gonna get it and go like, oh, now I own this phone, and then they got some flipping power because they're going like, okay, well, I know what to do with this, and they're gonna do something else, or maybe they just needed it. Obviously, a phone is very limited. Like you're either gonna flip it or you're gonna use it, right? So just like that, I have a contract. I bought a contract. Okay, so now here we go. Let's execute this. So now I'm going to sell the contract. And the contract's worth 500. And that means somebody's in the market is going to buy it. Like I said, they're going to want to buy it for cheaper, as cheap as they can buy it. So I'm going to go. Okay, I don't know this whole bid ask thing properly yet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in between this. I'm gonna go $5. I'm gonna go 5.00, and then we're gonna review the order. We're gonna submit it, and we're going to hit done. And this is where I got confused at. Your Sofi, your order to close one contract of Sofi for $25 call. Average $500 per contract. Your order is complete. Okay. So now we come over here. Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. It already executed. See, I don't even understand what's happening. You know what I'm saying? It already executed, right? Is that how? So I have $539 in here now as my buying power. And okay, well, I'm gonna go over this in more detail later, but basically, I believe if I'm not thinking about this the wrong way, the reason I got the full 500 in there now, hey, 'cause that's nice. I ain't gonna lie, that feels good. The reason I got that in there is because the person I'm selling the contract to, I'm closing out mine as if I didn't like spend the money on it. It's like I'm the middle person orchestrating the trade, if that makes sense. So the middle person, they're just really good at seeing the trade, the transactions happen, and they know it. They can see it in a creative way, to where it's at the end of it. It's like they're not putting their money in, but they are putting their money in. Okay, that's the risk. So if this didn't go up, let's say it went down, Sofi, if it stayed at 25 or went a little bit lower than 25, it would have been negative. And then depending on how much negative, I would have still hung on to that 167 or not, because now it's negative. So now I got to give some. You know what I'm saying? I got to give something. So that is the risk. But when you sell the contract, you're selling the whole thing. And I'm gonna get more clear on that, because I gotta get to work. But hey, y'all saw it right here. It just feels nice. Not gonna lie, that just feels nice. Y'all saw it here. You know, 539.65 now. And yeah, so what I would do is I would go back now, I will go back to Sofi because Sofi is the stock that's gonna, I'm learning it and I do want to own it. I own it in the public account. So what I would do is I just go back over here and then trade Sofi. I would go out my month or 2 or 3 or whatever, let's go into next year. And there's a time frame to where the market is typically doing good, and I think it's in February. So I'm gonna go to March because I want to sell my contract in February. I just want to see the dates. And I'm going a little bit further out than before because I have more money in there. So I don't want to be 500 like that. Yeah, there's something good about. Yeah. Okay. Anyways. Okay, so it's at 29. Yeah, because I want to get something that is close to the. I forget what it's called right now. Anyway, I'm really trying to get out of here, but share something. I want to share one more thing with y'all. But I want to get something that's close to the in the market. In the market means close to where the price already is. So the price of Sofi right now, see if I would have did it now, it would have even been more. You see that 29.77? You see that? See what they be trying to do to us? But again, we're not greedy, okay? I'm just a joker, okay? So 29.80 is where it's at. So I'm gonna want to get something that's around here. So this one or this one, and one way you look at these things is, okay, the delta 57, that means it's gonna probably ride with that 57% of the time. Okay, 31. Again, so that's how you read that. Again, I went over what delta and theta means. These are important numbers. All of them are important, but that's the ones I know right now the best, and the ones that we look for this. So, and because again, I know the stock, I have a lot of confidence for different reasons in the stock. So I know based off how it's been moving and stuff that we can even get to 32 by the beginning of next year. We have enough time. We can get to 32. And it says down here 50%. That's how come it's less money. It's $365 rather than if I bought this one. This is $445. So you see that price difference? Either I can pay $365 or $445, right? I put this one contract in. The estimated cost $365, and then if I want to fill it, boom, I put the order in. But I'm gonna be more specific with it later. I just want to show y'all this is exactly what I would do. Close the trade. I go in for another trade because why? I've been watching Sofi. I understand Sofi. I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna make some new support resistant lines. That was a 5-minute chart. This is the 1-hour chart, and okay, so that's it for the Sofi option. And just one quick thing I wanted to go over. Like, this is the public account, 3,228 overall. We're at a $467 profit. This is a 16% profit, and I ain't gonna lie, this could sound low to people, okay? So what I wanted to just share with y'all before I get out of here is exactly, I'm almost done, son. Exactly what this means, okay? So like how valuable this 16% is. So I went into, and just so y'all know, okay, we got Sofi, obviously the gains is ridiculous, 158% gains. That is dumb. 53% gains, Genius Sport, and so on and so forth. Y'all can pause the video, look at all that. But overall, they count because I got negative here, negative there. So overall, it says 16% gains for the whole account. And okay, so I'm gonna go show you how significant that is. So I went into ChatGPT and I said, what's the average percent gain or loss a year when using a bank account to hold money? And holding money in a bank account typically does not generate significant gains. and in many cases results in a loss in real terms due to inflation. Here's a breakdown. So you go to a bank, they say, hey, can I get a bank account? They'll say, yeah, you can get a 0.01% to a 0.1% gain. That's a basic savings account. Now, this is after a year, okay? So you put your money in there for a year, and this is what they say. They say, hey, at least your money's safe. You have nothing to worry about. No going up, no going down. It's going to be there. And that's good. A high yield savings, you get 3.5 to 5.5 a year, okay? This is annual, okay? And these are the annual rates from 2023 to 2025, okay? The checking account, 0% to 0.05, not even 1%, right? These aren't 1% either. And then let's say you had a CD, a 1-year CD, certificate of deposit. It'd be 4% to 5.5 gains. And that's, people see this and they're going like, wow, this is very big. But I want to show y'all how significant. So that 16%, it's crazy. It's not even a year yet since we had this thing, and it's up 16%. I just wanted y'all to know how huge that is and how crazy leaving our money in a bank account is, because this is the average real returns adjusted for inflation. Inflation in recent years, 2023 to 25, has a range of 3 to 9% annually. Okay, so now you put that in there. That 0.01% goes to negative 2.9%. You leave your money in there, you're gonna lose money. Whether you see it or not, whether you know it or not. Inflation doesn't show you the price difference in your bank account, okay? Please understand what I just said right now. When the dollar loses value, the number looks the same. Let's say I have $5,000 in my bank account. Inflation is actually, the dollar value is less, but 1 year later, you'll still see $5,000. So you feel good. But actually what happened is that tricky paperwork not showing you that you actually lost 3 to 5%. And that's a basic savings account. The safest thing that they say they have. A high yield saving may barely keep up, it says, right? May barely keep up. 0 to 2%. 0 to 2%. Checking account, -3 to -5%, just like the basic savings. So you're losing when you put your money in a bank and you just leave it in there, especially during these times of inflation. So this account right now is doing way better percentage-wise. I don't have a lot of money in here. This is only $3,000, 27, whatever it was, whatever it is minus this, right? This is the total gains right now, $466. So this number minus $466 is what we put in here to invest. And that's so awesome. I want to share that with y'all. I hope y'all are getting something from this. Please do ask questions. I'm sorry I've been not consistent yet. I'm getting there. I will be. I promise. No worries. But as you keep seeing these come up, leave comments and I'll get back to you, because here at One Family Investing, y'all already know what we do. We learn. This is learning. We invest. I hope you're investing. And if you're afraid to invest, call me. Right now, my time is damn near free. Y'all better use it, because y'all gonna be calling me later when this account gets way bigger, and y'all gonna be like, oh well, man, hey, can you help me? Can you, it don't. I may or may not seem like much, but I'm telling you right now, call me. Put a comment in here. Find out a way to DM your boy. If you put a comment, I'm gonna reach out anyways. So it's not a big account. As this account grows, my time I'm gonna have to charge. Right now, it's damn near free. Please leave some comments. We learn. So this is teaching, and then we invest. But don't do any investing on your own if you don't feel ready. And if you feel ready, double check. All right. Cross-reference with a bunch of different people. I've shared people in this account, and I'm telling you right now, y'all can see it. I'm not lying, right? Everything I'm showing you is just live, so that's why I'm doing this. Okay, so we invest, and then we make profit. That's what we do at One Family Investing. I appreciate everybody who's here, especially if you made it to the end of the video. If you can do me a favor, if you got anything from this, I'm gonna ask, hey, can you like, subscribe, mostly subscribe? I'm trying to reach, I have a goal of 50 subscribers so I can do this live, because every time I do this, record it, it sometimes goes good, it sometimes goes like horrible, and I think the live thing is gonna work better for me. So if you can subscribe and tell it, share this with a friend, tell somebody else, and just subscribe. You don't have to watch anything, but it's best if you watch, because, there's value here. I really believe that. Otherwise I wouldn't be doing it, So I'll go over some other stuff later. Again, thank you for being here. And until next time, I'll share the next trade with y'all. I'm going to do a Sofi trade within the next couple days, and I'll be sharing that with y'all. And so until next time, go learn some charts, look at these videos. There's a lot to learn, and there's a lot to experiment with. So do that until the next video. All right. Really, really love y'all. And as we say in the spiritual practice, I say, Hare Krishna. All right. Peace.